Back Friday morning. Greg from the Concord Food Co-op. How are you? Good morning. So we
wait a minute. Oh, I'm sorry. There you go. You're on. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
I thought you had the next.
He was saying nice things about you.
Yeah. I know. Nobody heard it.
Tomorrow? Huh?
Tomorrow?
Yep.
What?
Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, it's going to be a beautiful Saturday.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Are you referring to the Bluegrass Barbecue and what happened?
That was last weekend.
That was last Sunday.
I know.
Yes. Okay. So quick little update. I think we raised probably $28,000 was the net. It was just a beautiful day, beautiful weather. The bands were fabulous. So that was a great combination of music and food. The food was phenomenal. Got so many compliments about the barbecue. So it went very, very well, and it was very well social distant. So it was takeout or enjoy your meal there. I would say probably 70% took their meal to go, so it was a very safe crowd that remained on the grounds at the Everett Arena and listened to the music.
Anything you'd do differently if there was a second one?
No, we're planning the second one because it was so successful.
Yeah.
But I mean, no.
Well, we take COVID-19 out of it if we can.
Well, yeah, I get that. But I mean, things.
Everything went
procedurally?
So smoothly.
Okay.
It was as if we knew what we were doing.
That's great. That's awesome. That's awesome.
It went very, very well. So there's nothing that comes to nothing comes to mind.
That's great. That's wonderful. I'm glad everybody, and especially the Concord Coalition and Homelessness, coming out of this with a big smile.
Yeah. Volunteers were great. So well.
So you're not leaving on vacation tomorrow? I thought you were starting a vacation.
No, I don't get those.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought that's why I'm going. Hey, because he's off on
Saturday.
Vacation. I thought you were.
No.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
figure that out one of these days when you can actually travel and go somewhere.
I am the same way. It's just downtime time.
Wow. Well, congratulations to everybody involved. And I know you sweated this one out.
Well, yeah, it did sell out. And people were waiting to the very last minute to buy their tickets as usual.
I know. We talked about that.
Because again, it can be something that happens like gatherings of 100 or more. Everybody's wearing a mask, so I think people wait to the last minute. It's like, okay, is this event going to be in any way changed? And everybody always, of course, looks at the weather, but all worked out. All worked out great.
Good.
Awesome.
So there will be a second.
Yes, there will.
That's great.
Yes, there will.
About the same time.
We're hoping maybe sooner than later. I mean, there was a lot of individuals that were unable to buy a ticket. They waited to the last minute, and so the demand is there. So as a result of the demand being there, and this is a venue that works. So there's so many fundraisers that you cannot do that this venue works. And so based on demand and the fact that it works, we're planning the next one.
Now, because that's City of Concord property, you just have to get a permit for that?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's a lovely spot on the river under the trees, so everybody had shade. And
anybody hit the river?
Nobody that I saw.
Really?
Yeah.
I know that's because it was weather for a beach.
Yeah,
it was weather for water.
Thought, maybe come down in the canoe, pick up your meal, go back out. Nobody did that.
No, and
you really have to plan out to get that done.
The Bill Wilcox, the chef, and also the primary sponsor,
smoker extraordinaire,
Wilcox and Barton. So we were right beside the skateboard park, and he was there all night barbecuing, and I showed up in the morning. He said, "Oh yeah, we had I cooked for the 35 skateboarders last night. We went out and we got burgers for them and sausage, and I fed them all." Yeah.
No kidding.
And then he said there was an individual, a homeless individual, sleeping in their car in the parking lot, so brought her dinner as well. So
that's awesome.
Nice, very cool.
That's awesome.
Speaks volumes about his integrity.
Yep.
Wow.
The real deal.
Okay, so today we're going to talk chronic pain.
Chronic pain.
Why? Are you in pain?
Well, no, but I have this little ache, yes. However, it is constant, so I guess I would call it chronic.
Okay.
But I would appreciate the definition of chronic.
See, this is what he does to get free consults. You understand? Okay. He brings you in on his radio
Friday
show.
Mornings.
So
I'm happy.
Oh, trust me, we do the same thing, so I get it.
But I think more than anything, it's I'm paying a lot more attention to my body and what causes aches and pains, and trying to avoid that. So at the moment, I'm not in major pain, just minor pain.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Sara Woods Kender, to my right. Hi, Sarah.
Hello.
Good to have you back.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
Clinical herbalist, Reiki Master, 10 years of experience as an herbal practitioner, owns Sacred Tree Herbals in
Meredith.
There you go.
Downtown Meredith.
Offers classes on beginning and advanced herbalism, consults, custom formulations, and shamanic Reiki sessions. You can visit her on the web at sacredtreeherbals.com, or you can email Sara at sarasherbs.com. That's S-A-R-A, no H.
Nice.
Yeah, the website's actually sarasherbs.com.
Oh, that's all right. Thank you.
You'll find me.
That's right.
Of course
Either
we will.
way.
Or you can call her, 279-2779. There you go. And on the phone, Carrie James. Hi, Carrie.
Hi there.
How are you?
Happy to be back with you guys.
Good to have you back.
So happy to
Doing
have
all
you.
right.
Co-founder of local CBD company Clearly Balanced Days. You can find them on their website, clearlybetterdays.com, or on Facebook.
Balanced. Clearly balanced.
I know. I should have corrected it there, too.
That's all right.
You need an editor.
That's all right.
Clearlybalanceddays.com, or on Facebook or Instagram. We're going to talk.
Oh, it's all right.
So chronic pain. Okay, we've got CBD. That's one way of dealing with the pain. And then we've got herbs and Reiki, another way to deal with the pain.
Absolutely.
Are they interspersed, or one to the exclusion of the other?
Well, the whole body.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Carrie.
Okay.
No, it's definitely interspersed. Of course, cannabis, which is what the plant that CBD comes from, the hemp plant, is an herbal too. So what Sara does and what I do are very complementary.
Mm-hmm.
And the big thing about chronic pain is that it's much more than just where it hurts. It creates an entire situation in the body where you really need to look at the whole person in order to address it and figure out, the causes of it and stuff. So that's really where CBD comes in, because our endocannabinoid system, as I always mention, is very, it's widespread throughout the body, and it brings us back into balance. So when we have things like chronic pain, that's really out of whack.
But does CBD, it doesn't deal with the pain, it masks the pain, right? It does nothing to solve it.
No, actually that's exactly the opposite. So when you're talking about some of those conventional medicines like, your opioids and stuff, those are the things that are going to mask your pain. Mm-hmm. The thing that CBD does is it gets the endocannabinoid system to have a more appropriate response. So a lot of where our pain comes from is inflammation. Mm-hmm. And inflammation comes from our immune system addressing a problem. And when it's out of whack, it's because the endocannabinoid system is not keeping it in balance.
Right, and the body the body will do what it can to kind of take care of the pain, but if you've got a pain in one leg, then what you're doing is you're like changing your gait or the way you walk in order to deal with that pain. And but CBD
then throws your hip off.
Yeah, then it throws but that's your body naturally reacting to it. But there's a natural way that you can get your body back in balance.
Exactly. That domino effect, it happens a lot, especially people that have severe chronic pain. There's a psychological effect. There's the entire system starts to get out of whack, especially when you try to address it from a symptom.
Right.
If you're just saying, this hurts, do something about that.
Right.
Then you put everything else out of whack.
Right.
Sara, give me examples of chronic pain.
Well, basic joint pain would be chronic pain. The way
Joint pain.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I look at pain very differently for each person.
Okay.
And as an herbalist, we look at energetic patterns. Mm-hmm. So I'd want to know where the pain is coming from. A lot of people's pain is wear and tear. So whatever you're going to use to dampen that pain would be your anti-inflammatories and things that would help reduce that pain response. Herbs can do their anti-inflammatory. They work on nerve pain as well. So we're looking at all sorts of different pain across the spectrum for everyone. Sometimes people's pain comes from their digestive system because their liver's not processing things very well, and then we're going to accumulate things in our joints, and this is where we get the joint inflammation.
Okay, nice.
Osteoarthritis tends to be, recurring injuries due to, I have a little osteo on my thumb because I'm always using my thumb.
Right.
So that's a different kind of pain than, say, if someone was in a car accident and they have an injury, that injury is not going to go away, but we can use a lot of herbs to help, reduce the inflammation and almost in a way try to heal where other allopathic interventions aren't going to heal.
I'm sorry.
Right.
What?
Allopathic.
English girl.
Conventional medical toolbox full of, dampening, as Carrie says, the pain response. But where herbs come in is they actually can help heal these areas that might not necessarily heal. So, again, I look at, all right, what's representing here in this person? Where is this pain coming from?
Yep.
Where? So in Lyme disease, that's an overall, that's joint pain, that's muscle pain. So how are we going to really deal with that? And so that's the first and foremost thing that I do.
What about the repetitive motion pains, the carpal tunnel or
well, as
the
they say, it
working.
hurts when I do this, don't do this anymore. But no.
Yeah.
It's clearly not what is practical.
Right.
So that's, you're going to have to deal with that on a daily basis. So there's lots of topicals. There's lots of things you can do internally. Of course, Carrie mentioned CBD. I carry CBD. I make my, my own potencies for CBD. I buy the raw. And I make any potency that anyone could want for sleep, PTSD, all that. But I use lots of other herbs for pain. I make my own pain cream with turmeric and cayenne and cat's claw, and I'm going to rattle some stuff off. I'm happy to go through what each of these do in the body. You can do, like I said, topically or internally. There's a lot of ways to manage chronic pain without harsh interventions that can be very addictive.
Right.
No, see, I think for Greg and I, it's the old expression, it ain't the years, it's the miles.
Right.
That's
exactly right.
Yeah. It's not necessarily a function of longevity as opposed to, damn, all the hiking, the that we battered, the skiing, the ba.
Right.
So, you're 55, you're 60,
that's
whatever.
That's wear and tear.
Yeah,
it is.
It is. So to me, that's it's not just, hey, as soon as you get 70 or 60, you're going to be in pain. It ain't the years, it's the miles.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
Yep, that's exactly
And you can't send it to the shop for warranty work.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Warranty's expired.
No, right. I was going to say,
you can't.
It just ran out, so everything's going wrong.
The OEM parts are very expensive.
So I would probably define chronic pain as something, every day you have to deal with it. And sometimes that's really bad, and sometimes it's just one of these things that you kind of.
I don't have it, but I can't imagine waking up in the morning going, oh, God, here we go.
I do every morning.
See, I
am I too young?
Knock on wood.
No, you're doing.
But I mean, whether it's legs,
ain't
or
the years,
hips,
it's the miles,
or back, arms,
Right.
whatever. I can't imagine.
And some of these, like I was an athlete as a kid.
I can see that.
Not so much now, but I'm an athlete.
You
now.
were a cutthroat athlete, weren't you?
It depends on who you talk to.
Yeah.
Your opponents would be yes.
Yeah,
I
pretty
did
much.
all the sports. And I mountain biked in Colorado, and so I was really hard on my body. So yeah, I have some stuff going on. So there's my chronic pain. Plus I have Lyme, so that comes and goes too. But there's ways to deal.
I think most listeners by now know what CBD is, but could one of you explain CBD since it's comes from cannabis? So I think there's always confusion as to exactly what that product is.
Yeah, so cannabis is the kind of the mother of the different kinds of things that you will use cannabis for. So the CBD that we use and make for people, it comes from the industrial hemp plant. And it's not so much that it's a very different plant, it's just that it's like a different strain of the plant, so it has less THC in it.
Right.
Now, THC is like CBD, it's a cannabinoid, and that is the one that has that high component. It's the psychoactive effect that you'll get in like your medical marijuana and things like that.
Right. So we're not talking about doing edibles here.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
Although people do make CBD edibles.
Well, I know. Yeah, I know. Okay, I don't want to add to the confusion. No, I know.
A little less fun than your brownies from college.
Yeah, right. Exactly. But nonetheless effective because you're taking the effective part of the plant.
Yes. Well, no, THC has its own effects. I mean, I will never negate the power that THC can have on things like pain and stuff. We don't make products with THC, but they definitely have a place when it comes to chronic pain. So, you get into your medical marijuana and you go to your doctor and deal with all of those things. That definitely has its place. CBD interacts differently with the body. So this is another cannabinoid in the hemp plant, or in the cannabis plant. It's classified as hemp because it has less than 0.3% THC. For us, we actually take that little bit of THC out, mostly for peace of mind, but really what it's doing, the CBD and all of the other cannabinoids that are in there besides the THC, all work really well together to help that balance get created in our endocannabinoid system. So it's addressing things like, our mental health. It's addressing things like our, nervous system, our immune system. And I love that you mentioned liver function and stuff, Sarah, because I think that is a lot of it. We don't think about how much our immune systems are in our guts. And that a lot of that chronic inflammation, that chronic pain comes from an imbalance in that immune system.
Okay, no disrespect to Carrie or to Sarah, but I don't want to deal with the pain. I don't want the pain. I don't want to have to spend a lifetime treating chronic pain. I want the pain to go away. Is that unrealistic?
Yeah. No, not in a lot of different kinds of pain, and a lot of times, too, we kind of just need to get that initial, oh, my God, this hurts every time I do this. We need to get that out of the way so that the body can actually heal. So a lot of like those herbal remedies and things like CBD, like all of those things, when you're dealing with the pain itself, you want to get that out of the way so you can heal. Like, why am I getting that inflammation in these joints?
Right.
Do I need to change my diet? Do I need to, add another supplement to my routine, that sort of thing? Because it is fair of you to ask that your body heal and that pain starts to go away. And that's a big part of why, like Sarah mentioned, that allopathic or, your traditional go to the doctor medicines, they're just dealing with the symptoms. They're not really looking at the whole person and creating enough change in the body to turn it around. Because I think it is reasonable to want to be able to feel better and not need all of that in the long run.
I agree. And I don't think that, I think that's a loaded question.
Of course it is.
Peter loves that.
Yes, he does. He prides
What
himself
are
on
you, new
it.
here, Sarah?
No. I like to point out the obvious.
Okay.
Well, I think that there's a whole other aspect to pain that isn't just physical for people. So everyone has their own physical threshold for pain. But I also think that there's this whole emotional piece to pain that many people hold on to, which is really a tough thing. So when you ask, you don't want to live with the pain.
Right.
You're going to do everything within your power to get rid of that pain.
Damn straight I am.
Yes.
Yep.
There's a lot of people that don't.
Okay, really?
Yeah, and that's
they
the
hold
people,
themselves back?
Absolutely.
Really?
Oh my gosh, I see that all the time.
Do you really?
And what's the why? What do you believe in the why is?
Wow.
Because they identify with their pain, because it gives them attention. They learned a long time ago that there's a whole bunch of other stuff that they did in their life that they weren't recognized for, but when they got hurt, they were recognized and they got attention.
Wow.
So there's a lot of stuff going on.
That is such a foreign concept to me. Wow.
And what herb do you have for that one?
Yeah,
oh,
really.
Oh, golly. I don't know if there's an herb.
Wow.
That's just, helping people deal with their trauma.
Interesting observation, though.
Yeah.
Wow.
So roadblocks.
And sometimes, too.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Sometimes, too, I think that, just to expand on what you're saying, I think sometimes we work hard, and that's why we hurt. So my pain is a sign of how hard I work.
Sure. Absolutely.
Which is such a kind of an American concept.
My paycheck,
I know,
my paycheck is my validation.
It's
Thank you.
It's worthy.
I'm all set.
You're worthy. Yeah.
Yeah, no pain, no gain.
Yeah,
That kind of thing. I know.
No, watch. Yeah, pain heals. Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay. Well, we have to take a quick break.
Let's do that.
Or else we'll be in pain.
Yes.
We'll be back with more right after this. Sara Woods Kender, giving you top billing, and Carrie James, and then Greg. There you go.
There you go. At least I got a mention.
There we go.
I'm feeling okay about that.
Hey, very quickly before we wrap it up, the Co-op eShop.
Oh, that's just going unbelievable.
Is this screaming? So
the Co-op store is online. You can go to the website, Concord Food Co-op, and shop, and
all items are there.
All items are there.
Listed.
And it's very easy, and you can pick it up at curbside, or if you're in the local Concord area, you can use a DoorDash and have it delivered right to your door.
That's so awesome.
Wow. Yeah, it's going phenomenally well. It just we launched it. Was it this week or last week? But I think it was last week. Just
6 months ago, would you have thought this was possible?
No, definitely not. I didn't think but the demand is definitely there. People they're still very reluctant to be inside of a store. They're just loving that opportunity, that feature.
And even though COVID has been holding its own and decreasing in New Hampshire, yay, they're still availing themselves.
Yeah.
That's showing no signs of abating.
Yeah. No, it's, the orders are, the front is very overwhelmed with the demand, and they're just really hustling to keep up with all the orders coming in. So they're doing a great job.
Well. Awesome. I'll let you lead the final question.
Any other herbs or recommendations for individuals with chronic pain?
Well, I like to give people kind of easy tools because easy is good, right?
Easy is always good.
Yeah.
And I also like to give recommendations in terms of food. So things that would be, advantageous to do daily to keep the inflammation down would be things like turmeric or ginger in a smoothie.
Just add that to your food?
Just add it to your food.
Okay.
Put the powder in a smoothie. Put it on your, turmeric goes great with garlic. Put it on, whatever you're eating at the time. Wonderful.
Okay.
And Carrie, where would you recommend that people go to buy Clearly Balanced Days products?
What a great lead in there, Greg.
That's a loaded question.
We are available at the Co-op. Yep.
Great.
Yeah, we've been available at the Co-op for a while now. They're one of our first big customers, and we love you guys, and we love all of the different offerings that you have there. So it's really a great place to get whole, good food.
Yeah.
Which is so important. Just like Sara says, like what you're eating really has a big effect
on the whole system. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, the upshot, whether it's a CBD or whether it's herbal or Reiki, you don't have to live with chronic pain. There's a way,
That's right.
But I guess you got to own it first. You got to own it.
Got to own it.
Yeah.
Good takeaway. That's a good takeaway.
Well,
it's almost like you do this for a living.
What I do.
Yeah.
we did catch that on film.
Wow.
That gentle 3D tossing.
I can't wait to have her back again. This is so much fun. Did you walk from Meredith? Concord Food Co-op.
Yep. There's you can learn all about our Rounded Up at the Register program there as well. We'll be taking nominations in the next month and a half.
Wow.
The nonprofit community and all of the.
Who is it for August?
The New Hampshire Coalition Against Domestic Violence.
There you go.
Nice.
Okay. And they'll end up getting a nice check?
Yes, they will. And last month it was Pope Memorial and SPCA, and I think it was like $2,800 for them.
Shoot.
So since April of last year, we're at about $56,000 for local nonprofits.
So it still gets rounded up, even though people may not be going to the register.
Absolutely.
Okay,
it's great.
So you can still make a contribution,
yes, you
can. Even if you do the
eShop.
Okay, there you go. All right, sweet. Greg, Sara,
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Carrie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, Carrie.
All right.
In the mood for real food, it's Concord Food Co-op.